Coming to page number 14, example 7. This is very important problem. Show that root 2 is irrational. Children, we can't prove this in direct method. That's why we choose the contradiction method. Okay. So to the contrary, let us assume that root 2 is a rational number. Here the given statement is root 2 is irrational. This is true. But for proving this, we select a false statement against the true statement. So that's why to the contrary, let us assume that root 2 is a rational number. Okay. Actually we have to prove irrational number, but here we take a statement that is false statement, that is root 2 is a rational number. Okay. So you know that every rational number can be expressed in the form of p by q in its simplest form. Okay. So here we assume root 2 is a rational number. That's why we can express root 2 in the form of p by q in its simplest form. Simplest form means there is no common factor other than 1. Okay, so I wrote the condition here, that is where pq are integers and pq are co-primes. Co-prime means there is no other factor, there is no other common factor other than 1. Okay, so we can express root 2 in the form of p by q, where pq are integers and pq are co-primes. Here condition is pq are co-primes, that means pq are having a common factor 1. Okay. So write the root 2 in the form of p by q. Now squaring on both sides. If you squaring on both sides, you can get root 2 whole square equal to p by q whole square. So apply the square both numerator to the both numerator and denominator. That is, here square root cancel. So 2 equal to p square by q square. Now do the cross multiplication. Then you will get 2q square equal to p square. Now transpose the from LHS to RHS. Okay, just wait 1 second. Okay, transpose 2 from RHS to LHS. Here 2 multiplies q square, so that's why here divides p square. Okay, q square equal to p square by 2. What is the meaning of this equation? P square is divided by 2 gives the result q square. That means 2 completely divides p square. So here I wrote the statement here. Here 2 divides p square. If 2 divides p square, then it divides 2 also, because let us take p equal to 2. What will be the p square value? 4. So 2 divides p square. That means here 2 divides 4. So the result is 2. So if 2 divides p square, then it divides p also. That is 2 by 2, 1. Okay. Let us take another example. If p equal to 3, then what is the value of here p equal to 4, then what is the value of p square? P square is 16. If 2 divides 16, so here 2 divides 16 8 times. So if 2 divides p square, then divides p also. So here in the case 2 divides p square, so it divides 2 also. Okay, so I wrote this statement here. Here 2 divides p square, so 2 divides p also. Okay, here 2 divides p square, so 2 divides p also. So 2 divides p also, that means p is a multiple of 2. So that is 2 is a factor of p. So when divides the 2, when 2 divides p, so if it is the p value is a 2 multiple, then 2 divides p. So that means 2 is a factor of p. Okay, so that is the equation 1. So since 2 is a factor of p, so we can write p equal to 2c. That means, don't get confused, here 2 divides p. That means p is a multiple of 2. So that's why we can write p equal to 2 into something. 2 2s are, 2 4s are, 2 5s are, 2 6s are, etc. So that is P equal to 2 into C. 2 into C means something value anamata. So C equal to, where C is an integer. Okay. Now substitute P equal to 2C in the equation Q square equal to P square by 2. Then Q square equal to 2C whole square by 2, because P equal to 2C. That's why P square, that is 2C square. Now simplify this. Q square equal to 4C square by 2, because 2C whole square, if you apply this square, it will be 4C square by 2. Okay. Here 2 get cancelled in 4 2 times, that is Q square equal to 2C square. So that is, I wrote here, that is Q square equal to 2C square. Now transpose the 2 from RHS to LHS, then it will be C square equal to Q square by 2. Okay. Here also, if Q square is divided by 2, the result will be C square. That means 2 divides Q square, so it divides Q also. Okay. Hence 2 is a factor of Q. So, and name this equation as equation 2. So children, you observe that in equation 2, 2 is a factor of Q, and in the equation 1, 2 is a factor of P. That means P and Q have a common factor 2. But here at first we assume that PQ are co-primes. Co-primes means there is no common factor other than 1. But here we got 2 is a common factor of P and 2 is a factor of Q. That means 2 is a common factor of P and Q. So I wrote the conclusion here. From 1 and 2 we can observe that 2 is a common factor of both P and Q. But at first we assumed that PQ are co-primes. So this result contradicts our assumption, that is PQ are co-primes, because we at first we assumed that PQ are co-primes, but here in the problem we got that 2 is a common factor of both P and Q. So it contradicts our assumption that PQ are co-primes. So our assumption that root 2 is rational is wrong. So we got the false result because of taking a false statement. So our assumption that root 2 is a rational is wrong. So our assumption is wrong. So we can conclude that root 2 is irrational number. Hence proved. Okay. So this type of problems we have to select a contradiction method. Okay. So your homework, show that root 5 is irrational and root 7 is irrational and root 11 is irrational. Okay. So do the problems, that is show that root 5 is irrational, root 7 is irrational, root 11 is irrational. So these are the same method.